Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for the road most traveled. This time we're going to do Path to Madness and Xorian Cipher. Can we do it alone? Of course we can. Do we want to? Not that much. But I got a little bit of wiggle room before we have to take level 10. And I might as well clean up a couple more level 8s before we hit that point. So, let's do it. Let's do it to it. Oh, boogada boogada! So scary. Alright. Let's summon our hireling to start with here. She only had 9 minutes left. And we're going to need her for pulling switches and levers and things in a few minutes. So we might as well just get her summoned now. One of the things about this little Path to Madness is it does actually have a... I don't know if it's an actual optional. I think it is an actual optional. Over here, there's a couple extra things to just, like,
the jungle opens into a
clean up. Yeah, slay the sirens of its sanity. For, how many XP is it? It's actually not that bad here for knocking this out. For 89 experience and an adventurer's pack. I guess I'm all in. There was a collectible node. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Oh boy. So, you want to, if you're not doing this amazingly efficient experience break, you just want to take the first left that you see. Oftentimes, I see people running to one side or the other through all these trees. I really don't bother with that anymore. I just kind of move through the open area and then pick off whatever I can along the sides and whatnot. It used to be a bigger deal than it is now, but it's not a big deal anymore. And then something to be careful of is these archers. They're like shrieker something archers. You want to be careful because they have the stunning arrows, which is kind of cool. Titan would like to know if I have read the recent producer's letter. I have not taken the time to read the letter yet. I've seen some people react to bits and bobs, and I thought maybe sometime between recording the videos I'd take a crack at it, but I've been working really hard at getting the videos done, and I don't want to timestamp the videos too hard. So I have not cracked into it yet. Alright, so to be really fair though, the only guys that you have to defeat in this quest are these two scorpions at the end. And then you have to click on this chest to pull up the end UI. And that leads you directly into the next quest, Xorian Cipher. So, yeah, it's kind of an interesting quest idea. It does take a little bit of time to get into it. Then once you've activated it, it'll click in. All right, that's the second portal that took it a minute to open up there. Alright. We'll go ahead and drink our potion there. And I guess we'll go ahead and get rid of this poison dot too. I mean, I don't know. Why not? So, there's a couple of interesting things about this quest that not all the various quests have. That's kind of interesting. A lot of these Xorian quests will have these runes to shut down these portals, or where these black balls of randomness come from. Did I click that? I did. There's 12 of them, and if you click them all, you get like a little bit of experience. Remember, did I not pull this lever? I clicked it. Didn't act like I clicked it earlier. Click again. Click some more. Click it all the times. Alright. So if you want to get this this optional, you kind of have to take your time and wander around. I think, yeah, there's one over there, there's one over here. They're tied to different ability stats. So if you don't have a particular the ability and a particular ability score to knock it out, especially if you've got a few TRs under your belt, your hireling probably can clean it up. It's one of the things that's kind of interesting about the hirelings in particular is that with your ship buff and your past lives, you can get them like easily 9 to their stats, and they already have pretty high stats because they're not real players, so their stats gotten boosted quite a bit. So like even Ellery can pull a lot of weird strength levers in the game, and she's level 3. Alright. I'm just going back on my normal path to see if there's any more things I missed. I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure we're at the point where we'd go through the middle here, but you never know. Never know. Alright, there's a couple of runes up top up here, guarded with some shriek guys, shriek carriers. So again, having the awesome power of range, we're just going to stand in a place where we can ensure that we don't get hit, and then we'll move along. Then continuing to use the awesome power of ranged, we will run up here and shoot things down below. We'll shoot things as they chase us. Yeah, being ranged is incredibly powerful. Whoops. Just gravity back down. Okay, should be 1 or 2 more pieces of trash over here, right? Yep. Pick them off. Shut down these runes.
As the rune glows with power, the nearby rift. As the rune glows with power, the nearby rift.
There's also an ability right here. If you have the ability to turn undead, you can turn undead on this altar, and it'll kind of cleanse the area of a lot of undead. To, I don't know, not necessarily to turn a phrase, but to just kind of, it does make a difference. Alright. Oh, gross. I missed the Thrackhound. Get out of here. Sounds like Tobrel might be trying to say something in the chat. No? Must have jumped in the wrong chat and realized it moved back. Right, there's the rune. So there's one of the runes in each of these little side runes. And then there's a treasure chest with a key in it. And we'll talk about all these keys in a little bit, but oh, I guess I forgot to unlock the door. But let's just say they all go to a special named loot chest. To some degree, some people really like this the loot that comes out of this quest. There's a couple of really interesting things that pretty much can only be found in this quest in particular here. At least at the level. Maybe a little bit later you can find some similar stuff. But we'll talk about it when I pull it out of the chest, because that's the kind of boss we are. Huh, where's the Thrackhound for this side? it's here. I can taste it. We get the last guy in here shot. We can play with this rune portal button.
As the rune glows with power, the nearby rift is sealed.
And this one is over here. Alright, so we're going to need a couple more of our hirelings. So, in this case, we're going to put this NPC here. We're going to summon our Scarecrow. And this NPC can wait.
Light up, but nothing else seems to happen.
He's not quite on it. Come here. Here we go. So they are standing on their 2 buttons. And then we're going to go around on the other side, summon Ellery, and we'll go do... get some sweet action over here. This quest does get a little bit complicated. Sweet Ellery. Where's your control bar, girl? There we go. She was just hiding on top. Okay, so we put Ellery over here, and then bam!
As the way before
Now,
you open,
this is down.
darkness seals the passage
We can
behind you.
start
There must be a way to free
zerging
yourself
through. We
from
got
this place.
some shenanigans to take care of. We're going to clear this trash up here. And then we have to get inside this door. To get in this door, we got to get this lever pulled, which means these two have got to go off of their modes and be told to pull this lever and not get interrupted. Run, 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 run. Skeleton will probably not make it. Oh, they did it. This door's open. So now we can pull everything up here. They don't have to stay down there at all. Clear it up. Clean up the trash in here. We'll pull the rune for the ball that's in here. Just something I never do normally. Ironically, it was in the hardcore server where I was kind of dreading this room, and Beef was like, why? There's just pull the lever in there. Like, it was a long time since I knew that that was a possibility. Okay, As usual with these things, just solve them whichever direction you like. I prefer backwards, but you can do it whatever way you like. And then, since there's nobody down below, like, causing a problem, like getting murdered or anything, we can just stand up here and clear some stuff. That Plague Reaper looks like he's gonna wander around. So we may have to worry that somebody decides to teleport back to us or something, but for right now we can just stay up here and... Alright, what is getting us? This guy? Touching me, won't let me open my treasure chest. Alright, I'm gonna fall down. Clear some nonsense. This should be a wisdom rune right here. So it looks like we're gonna have enough shenanigans that we're not gonna get that one pulled on our own, so we'll have our hireling do it. Here we go, perfect. We don't need Ellery anymore this quest. She did her job. She did it nicely. We'll re-hit our buffs here. I don't think we were over that point yet, but still nice to just make sure. Every so often, there's a trap box and a pretty nasty series of traps, and then guys will spawn. So if you're a wizard, just mouse look in the middle and cast it right on top of them. Just get them cleared. If you're not a wizard, I'd recommend ranging them down. You can try to run in there and melee them like a crazy person, but except for these spike traps, there's not like a great way to do that. So I just advise that you have a little bit of caution. Alright, speaking of caution, I think we can just use this door, right? Nope, we gotta unlock it. Inside this room, the floor is going to fall out, so you want to immediately proceed to your left here. Walk around the outside edge. Oh, you would have fallen. Which is fine, but I want to get this treasure chest. If I'm gonna do all this optional stuff, I'm gonna get this treasure chest. It's gonna be great. Clean out Deathfang. We're gonna pick up our collectible and a green key. Alright, and now we're going to go back to that room with the altar that we could cleanse if we have the ability to turn undead, which unfortunately this is one of the things that this build cannot do, is turn undead. So we'll just walk back here, eat these souls, because we might as well bring them with us. This is 110 SP. And lo and behold, there's a secret door along this walls and the big giant gaping opening. Seems unlikely, right? The most important part of this quest is right here, a mirror. A mirror for us to slash flex in. Oh, look at those arms. Oh, those guns. Another secret door. There'll be a ghost optional here, Vault Guardian. And then what we want to do is we want to search out this room before we go in. Use the key. There's 3 keys. 2 of these rooms have 2 traps and 1 room has 1 trap. So you want to be really cautious before you go in and open these chest doors. You want to take a second and just like look around and make sure that you've got both chest doors. Oh, we didn't get the belt. Alright, so out of this room, a planar gird can drop, which is a belt clicky that gives you a GH, a proper GH. I think this room has, this is the 1 trap box room. And I believe this chest has like a ring, chaos ring. Yep, there it is. Chaos band. I think there's also another ring that you can get out of this room as well. And then I think this room... Oh, you can also get the bracers. There's a pair of bracers in that room that has like Chaos Guard on it. I think that might even be the name of the item as well. So this room, this is the room that they like to trick you. The other trap box is behind the door. So be sure to take a minute. And again, look around and examine. Make sure that you hit all the trap boxes. Make sure you have all the trap boxes. Again. Oh yeah. Roar! Flexing. Roar! Flexing. Alright, so we grabbed those 3 quests, or those 3 chests. 4 chests, really. 4 chests. Those are the main, the real treasure in the room. But, or in the quest, but that's okay. We're going to continue to go through the quest and get the experience, which is the best part of any quest. I believe another wisdom room. The ones, in my opinion, that look like a turned sideways W, I believe, are typically the wisdom runes. Don't quote me. The last one I thought was a wisdom rune turned out to be a charisma rune. So I was just like, ooh. There's a rune. We have 2 more runes. This one over here.
As the rune glows with power.
Then there's one more like on the far side. Which we'll go over this way to get. Now these little black balls have a lot of interesting effects on them. It looks like I'm going to have to clean this room before I can do that though. You can get a lot of things. In fact, I've actually... They show up in a couple of different quests. But in the Wayback Machine, before the pork barrels exploded and gave you tasty hams, farming these balls for tasty hams are one of the few ways that you can get tasty hams. So I would... To be perfectly honest, is I built a character that heals, a robot, right? That heals from both repair spells and heal spells. Because the balls will do heal and reconstruct on you. They'll also do harm. So you want something with a bunch of hit points. And then a bunch of evasion. Because they'll do things like ball lightning and stuff like that. Goodwill saves, so you don't get dancing balled, etc., etc. So basically, you end up making, like, again, in the Wayback Machine, a paladin monk is what I used. And then you could basically stand over there in the corner, mostly AFK, and farm those tasty ham balls. You just go to a quest like Invaders. Gotta get rid of these guys so I can focus on the Thrak Hounds. Whoa! Big D surprise. Thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it. Dealing with some nonsense down here. Nobody got time for Thrak Hounds spamming fall down spells on us all day. Get out of here with your nonsense. Alright. Oh, we should switch to fire mode. Woo! Alright. Let's put our healer's head back on our shoulders. Anyway, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling. If we get some good weather, like window, we'll be doing some more work on the bus. I might be doing some bus work here in a couple of days anyway, just here inside the house. Alright, so that was Xorian Cipher. Not too bad. 19 minutes for 27,000 experience. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. Alright. Let's grab our end reward. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider slamming that like, subscribe, follow buttons. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget that these are all recorded as part of our twitch.tv streams. So if you'd like to watch live, that's a great place to go. Twitch.tv/SamusGarobo. And we'll see you guys next time. Toodles.